Hey guys, my name is Doug with Infotainment.com. Today we're in the 2015 and up Toyota Sienna minivan. And today what I want to show you guys is how easy it is to upgrade from the Intune Plus or the Intune base system up to the Intune premium system with the embedded navigation. Super easy to install. We're just going to remove the console here, and that'll give us access to the screws that hold the radio in. And our radios are all pre-programmed for a plug-and-play installation, so you don't need to fool around with going to the dealer or anything. You could do it in the comfort of your own garage. This particular radio here this is the Plus system. Some of you may have the base model system. The Plus is going to have the apps button. The base model will not. But in any case, I'll show you now how to get started. The only tools you really need is just a pry tool or a flathead screwdriver, and then a 10mm socket wrench. So the first thing we're going to do is shut the vehicle off. And we're going to want to remove this piece up here, this trim piece. And basically what you can do is you can either muscle it out, or you can use your pry tool here to get behind it. And that just pops out forward towards you. It just pops right out. Then what you're going to want to do is pop out the little trim piece around your speedometer here. This is all just held in with retaining clips, so it's really easy to pop out. The gear shifter, you're just going to want to loosen that. And that comes off. Now this whole piece here just pops off at this point. So what you want to do is just get behind it, pull it out. Now what I typically recommend doing, especially to make the install a little bit easier, you could put it in neutral temporarily to release the whole bezel. And then you'll notice in the back, just two connectors. You're just going to want to disconnect both those connectors. And set that aside. You can now stick it back into drive and then shut the vehicle off. You'll notice now the 4 10mm screws. There's 2 on top, 2 on the bottom. All right, now that we have our 4 screws out, it just slides out of place. So what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect the connectors in here. Now, as I mentioned, this is the Intune Plus with the apps feature. So we're already actually going to have a GPS antenna installed here. This is your AM/FM, and then you'll notice this separate tuner on the bottom. This is the satellite or XM radio tuner. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer this tuner to the new radio easily, which I'll demonstrate later. But in any case, we're going to go ahead and disconnect all the connectors here. And then this is your satellite radio antenna connector here. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take this inside, we're going to remove these 5 screws, and then put these brackets onto the GPS navigation, the Intune premium system that we send you, along with this tuner underneath it. All right, so now we're going to remove these 5 screws, and then we're going to transfer the bracket onto the system that we sent, or the one that we sent you. This bracket will just fit in the exact same location here. I'm going to go ahead and stick one of them in to hold it in place. I'm going to remove these here. I'm actually not going to remove the ones for the tuner, just to make it a little easier. Now what you'll notice you can do here is you're just transferring the tuner onto the new system, and then we're going to put all of our screws back in. Okay, now that we have our brackets on and our existing factory tuner onto the new GPS system, we're just going to plug these connectors into the new system. Now this GPS Intune Premium system will recognize your existing satellite radio tuner as a viable option. So then all we have to do is plug in all the exact same connectors that we initially disconnected into the new premium system. Now, if you have the base model Intune system, you won't have a GPS antenna here. So what we'll do is we'll include one, but basically all you're gonna do is plug it into the GPS port here, and then you're gonna tuck it up underneath the dash top behind the radio cavity here. There is a little metal cross member back there that you can adhere the magnetic antenna to, but that'll give you GPS. The other thing to notate is not all these vehicles come with the satellite radio tuner. If you want to add a satellite radio tuner, we'll actually install one prior to sending it out for an additional fee, and then all you have to do is run a magnetic antenna on the outside of the vehicle for satellite radio. But in this case, we're ready to go, so we'll just go ahead and slide the radio into place. We're going to put our 4 screws in, and then we're going to reassemble the dash. All right, now that our dash is reassembled here, let's fire it up and check it out. Now these are pre-programmed to plug and play, as I mentioned earlier. So your steering wheel controls, your backup camera, everything will work exactly how it is designed. If you had XM radio, you'll continue to have XM. You won't have to call them and change your subscription. That'll work as designed. All you have to do is just repair your phone. That's about as hard as it gets. And then you have your AM, FM. You'll have your iHeartRadio. You can put other apps on, Pandora, Slacker. You're going to want to download, especially those of you who had the Plus system, the mid-grade system. You probably had the Entune app, and that'll allow you to get a bunch of other really cool apps. As described here, go to the toyota.com/Intune. But the big thing that we're looking here is the navigation. So it looks like it pinpointed our location immediately. This is a really slick navigation system. It has all the traditional features a nav system has. Destination input, points of interest, so on and so forth. You could do coordinates, set your home address. It has voice prompts to tell you where to go.
Proceed to the highlighted route, then the route guidance will start.
I mean, it's just so much easier than holding a phone or putting something on your windshield that looks tacky. This is the factory Toyota Intune premium system, so it does a really good job. Further than that, those of you who had the Plus system, you also continue to get the traffic and the HD weather, which is really cool. Those of you who have the base model will love that feature there through HD, traffic and weather. But in any case, come check us out at Infotainment.com. We do all sorts of Toyotas, Fords, GMs, Dodge Jeeps, you name it, and we'll get you set up with this upgrade. Thanks for watching, guys.